Hello and welcome back to the www.thepapare.com. Live at Sugaddas Stadium for the second match of this match week 15 of Dialog Champions League 2018. A heavyweight clash between Renown SC and Colombo FC. And we're just about to waiting for the two teams to emerge from the tunnel. As we have a look at the two teams, Renown SC first, Mohammad Rial, Dimatu Priyadarshana, Mohammad Hakim, Jude Suman, Dilan Madhushankar, Mohammad Sajid, Mohammad Arshad, Dilip Peris, their main striker, and being among some brilliantly taken goals, Razik Rishad, the goalkeeper, Francis Akbeti and Ibrahim Jimo completing the starting 11. As we have a look at Colombo FC. So we have Niran Kanishka starting on the right wing. It will be. We have Shiraz Jain, Raumi Moideen, the captain, Mohammad Fazal, Zarwan Johar. We have Kavish Fernando starting off today. He's been away for a while. In goal for Colombo FC, Mohammad Rifnas, Sartor Ratnayaka, Mohammad Akib, Bodri Dimitri and Momos Yapo starting after missing out the two previous games, as we see both the teams walking out. As I'm joined by Dinit once again in the comm box. Dinit, a must-win game for Colombo after Seahawks and defenders dropping points, and a win could send them to the top of the table.
I agree with you, Irshad. Will definitely be a tough battle this evening because Colombo does have one of the top scoring title run-up teams this evening, Renown SC. Players quite familiar with one another, though one might call them friends. Tough competition and nothing less is expected this evening. Second game today. Captains of the two teams moving into the traditional coin toss, awarded in favor of Colombo. Chooses right flank, I believe. Colombo has Coach Rumi, well-experienced man to lead them. Renown also has a well-versed coach, Coach Amanullah. Will definitely be a challenge in terms of tactics. Quite familiar with one another is these two teams. It's all about conceding into a couple of mistakes that will cost the game for either of these two teams. Being aware of this matter, teams having the traditional huddle, final prayer before they enter the battleground. Signaling out how much this match means to one another are the fans of Colombo and Renown. Things kick off as Renown takes control of the ball. It's Francis Agbeti this time on defense.
Just to let our viewers know, Colombo FC in all white strip and Renown in all traditional blue strip. It will be an interesting battle up front. We have two genuine goal scorers, Dilip Piris and Bodri Dimitri on either side, as well as Zarwan Johar, who steadily have come into the fitness level we would expect him of to continue, and he has gone the length in some of the matches. It will be a real battle of two attack-minded teams. Colombo FC more attack-minded than Renown, understandably so. They are chasing the title. Renown is not in the race for the title this year, playing for pride, playing to finish as high as they can in the table.
Renown attempting to turn things on to their tempo. The ties of mistakes will be broken this evening. As you mentioned, Irshad, Renown playing for pride, and Colombo also playing to make a statement, reminding people why they were the former champions. Making everyone know why they are termed the defending champions. Mohamed Fizal passes it on to Zarwan Johar. Connected well with Rami, and the ball is moved on to the left flank. Colombo dabbling with the ball a little too much. Not really the usual one-touch game they play.
Siraz not taking any chances, just clearing the ball away. Happy to give away a throw-in. Here's Francis Agbeti. Trying to look for a run from the left wing. Mohammad Arshad occupying the left wing today. And Dilan Madhushankar on the right. Ball seems to be swirling in the air with the breeze. Looks like Renown are attacking with the breeze. That's Dilip Piris. That's a thundering tackle from Rami Moideen, taking Dilip Piris along with the ball. The lad seems to be fine.
Dialog Madhusanga taking the throw in for Renown. That was a free kick blown in. Dimitri challenging the Renown fence.
Zarwan Johar not feeling well after attempting that first time effort on goal. Seems to have twerked his ankle or the knee. Coach Rumi would ideally want him to continue. Seems to be fine as Renown restart. The game against Javelin, Colombo FC were missing the service of Momo Ziapo until the last 10 minutes. And this time round, Coach Rumi not taking any chances and starting Yapo in the midfield.
Rami Moideen taking the free kick for Colombo. Moves it well to connect with Bodri Dimitri. However, the Renown defense also having a part in the play.
That was a very interesting move by Niran Kanishka, sending that back pass to Kavish. He gets it cleared. Here's Dilip Piris releasing it to Madhushankar. Excellent cross, aiming at Dilip Piris. Kavish Fernando releasing Fazal.
Moment for Sal. Appealing for a foul there. Indeed granted as a free kick. So there seems to be another injury up in the field. I believe it's a bit of a hamstring pull there. Shiraz Jain being escorted off the field. I believe it's a little too much pressure on the lad as Zarwan Johar kicks things off for Colombo. Momo Siapo. Rifnaz with a good pass. Bodri Dimitri challenged, but that was Francis Akbeti who was challenged. And this time it's Bodri Dimitri on the run for Colombo. Good bit of footwork there, and Bode Dimitri went for glory. And off, a little too off for Colombo. The ball moves. Quick substitution for Colombo. Shiraz Jain moves out, and it's Ahmad Shazni that comes into the game. Fresh legs early on for Colombo. Shiraz Jain did attain an injury. Not really sure if it was his ankle or hamstring that took damage. However, Coach Rumi making sure that all 11 of his men are strong this evening against Renown. Renown making sure their men are spread it out well, increasing their chances of receiving and converting to a goal. However, it's Colombo that manages to intercept. Renown trying to keep things in their favour.
That through ball was looking out for the ThePapare from Madhushankar as Niran Kanishka switched to the left wing, rather left back, as Shiraz Jain was taken off and Ahmad Shazni has slotted into the right. Once again Zarwan Johar attempting way too far out to trouble Razik Rishad in goal. Both teams seems to have settled in the passing pattern. It's Renown who have made the penetrative runs. However, it was Colombo who have had a couple of shots at goal. It's a brilliant ball and control by Jimo. Not getting that shot in.
Colombo playing their usual gameplay. They don't take up too much pressure early off in the match. It's when it comes down to those final few crucial minutes that they show off their skill and raw power.
Rifnaz being pressured by the ThePapare. Raumi looking for a long ball for Fazal. Fazal takes on the young Arshad. Excellent ball to Yapo. Cross being cut off by Francis. Excellent defending by Francis Agbeti. Here's the opportunity for Renown if they can gather this ball. Rifnaz making sure Renown don't counter. It's Bodri Dimitri. It's a clear opener. He thought he was in offside position. Probably that's why the reluctancy of moving ahead.
Bodri Dimitri facing a little bit of confusion on the play there. Thus chose to just kick the ball off instead of going for goal. Renown moving in on the run once again, this time off the right field. Renown making sure they use both the left flank and right flank, thus not letting Colombo focus on their gameplay. I believe an off-ball tackle has been committed, as medical help is called in for Renown. Quick short break for players of either teams. And this man, Dylan Madhusankar, seems to have taken a lot of damage onto his ankle. I believe it's his shin and not his ankle that has been damaged, as he was waddled off the field. Dylan Madhusankar is the man who usually plays the centre forward for Renown. Having him down will be an injury that Renown did not call for. Madhusankar still trying to be in the game. Not sure how he'll be able to pull things off, as Colombo connects well with Bodri. Straight on to the goalie. Still in the danger zone. Goal well deflected by the defense. Renown holding strong on their end, not allowing Bodri Dimitri, one of the top scorers for Colombo, to shot at goal.
Looks like Dylan Madhusankar is unable to continue. He's hobbling off the pitch. He tried to walk it off. Mohammad Mujib trying to... Mujib being good.
Francis Akbeti with a pass off to freshman Mujib. Mujib attacking very strong early off.
Quick passes here. In between Dimitri, Zarwan and Rifnaz. Here's Zarwan. Kanishka back to Rifnaz. Dimitri, the curler. Headed out for a corner. Hakim not happy with himself after he put that out for a corner rather than a throw-in. Yes, Zarban. Low ball. Headed out. Mujib.
Both teams eagerly trying to set the pace of the game in favor of themselves. Colombo getting the better off on the offensive end, however couldn't really complete their finishes. Rasik Rishad that definitely had a lot of trouble to deal with in the goalpost, however managed to conquer that end. This time it's Renown looking to make a mark. ThePapare pass it on to Francis Agbeti, who goes in for a long cross upfield. Waved offside by the referees as a free kick is granted for Colombo. Dimitri leading yet another frontline attack. It's Francis Agbeti who holds strong on the defense. Two foreign players going at each other.
It's wonderful to see, isn't it? Two of the best foreign players playing against each other. Two of the best we've seen in Sri Lanka for quite a long time. Bodu Dimitri for Colombo and Francis Agbeti for Renown. In acres of space is Jude Suman, but his final pass to Harshad is a really poor one.
Rifnaz trying a bit of fancy footwork, which led to Renown to obtain possession of the ball. They chose to go for a long ball, which is defended with ease by Kavish Fernando. With the throw into Rifnaz. Rifnaz chooses to go for Siapo, who goes for a long strike. Defended with ease, Rasik Rishad. Siapo was missed in the early minutes in the previous matches, but this time he seems to be making sure Renown knows that they're at a threat. Colombo keep trying their chances, trying to go for that goal that will mark the first goal on the scoreboard. Francis Agbeti headed out well. Bodu Dimitri yet again trying to seal things off. Sorry, that was Siapo who was trying to seal things off for Colombo. Clear deserved free kick by Renown. Far left end of the box. Good crossing on to the right. Couldn't really connect with the man in play. Mujib tried to get his head on it, but couldn't really connect as the ball did move into a corner in favor of Renown, however. Mujib gets his second chance through this. Will he be able to seal the deal? Low pass. Defended well. Striker goes for a long strike yet again. Kabish Fernando, not trouble. Was a clear strike onto the shin of the Renown player. Referee raises a yellow card almost immediately. It'll be Francis Agbeti for Renown. Be taking the free kick off the centre. I believe he could go for goal. Few steps. That stride didn't really connect in the intended manner. Leading for the Colombo defense to get the best of it. Colombo moves in for a quick free kick, but referee blows the whistle. You can't really go earlier at a free kick. Referee sees it, calls it immediately, and they'll have to retake this one. Siapo having a say in that play, moves it to Bodri Dimitri. Could have really used the help of Zarwan Johar if he had moved any quicker off the centre front field. Colombo going in for a desperate cross, which the Renown defense reads well. Converts it into an offensive play. Renown making sure they're not overpowering either the left or right flank, playing with good balance. Even though Renown is on the lower rankings of the league, It is one of the top contending teams in Sri Lanka. Thus the skill and tactics shown over and over again by Renown is undeniably in tip-top condition. Francis Agbeti heading it on to Rasik Rishad. This time it's Agbeti who passes it on, but Momo Siapo gets a foot on it. Raumi Mohideen, young player, keeps challenging both the defense and continue to hold possession on the offensive end. As this time Renown tries to make another quick couple of moves that would have sealed things off, but Fernando not allowing Renown to play the regular play, as Zarwan Johar moves in for long cross to Bodri Dimitri. It was Sasal who tried to control things off the right field, but couldn't really keep control. As time passes, more fans seem to be flooding in here at the Sugata Stadium. This time it was Mohammad Rifnaz who had a bit of a run-in with the Renown offence. Bit of that salon pass spray would help him stay in the game. As Rasik Rishad moved in for a quick goal kick. Zarwan Johar clearly sending it off. If received, counted as offside. Zarwan should be a little careful in distributing the ball. Renown showing a little bit of life in the offensive tail. Referee calls that in favour of Colombo. Zarwan Johar couldn't really keep the ball in play as Bodri Dimitri Moves in for throw-in, which he grants on to Iran Kanishka. Bodri did have a bit of a flip with the tackle. And the ref grants a free kick. Quickly taken off whistle. Mohamed Faisal a little too quick, which leads to Zarwan Johar. A good solid curve ball could score the first goal for Colombo, and that's exactly what he opts for. That could have been very dangerous for Renown if Colombo had sealed that goal. However, kept off the danger zone, the defensive, and bouncing things off. Momo Siapo as well as Rifnaz working in coordination. That was yet another close encounter between Bodri and Rasik Rishad. Fans are on their feet to see that play. It'll be Zarwan Johar taking the corner kick for Colombo. Bodri in the inner box. It's the Renown defense who gets the first touch. Colombo keep trying their luck at goal. Some were close attempts, but some completely off the goal. However, making sure that the ball stays on their end of the field. The offensive end, rather, is Colombo. Definitely danger for Renown. Here's Colombo with yet another attempt. This time not even close to the goal, as Renown's defense tries to give it some life. Sajid made quite a few attempts to drive the ball through the center field, but desperately failed over and over again. If Sajid did look to make a couple of passes to either Jude Suman, Ibrahim Jimo or Arshad, he could have made things connect for Renown. Colombo playing quite a slow game on the defensive end, making the clock run by. And as soon as they shift gears onto the offensive end, they start striking aggressively. Renown are kept a tad bit confused throughout the game by this very interesting play by Colombo. This time, another clear opener for Colombo. Francis Akbeti had a little fumble which could have cost them the first goal. But he made sure Flop was not going to hold down the walls of the Renown defense. Momo Siapo. Fazal with a bit of fancy footwork. Had a bit of a run-in with Zarwan Johar. As the referee has a word with the Renown players. Quite a dangerous place for a free kick to be awarded from. Will Colombo have what it takes to make this one count? Will they play it smart? Couple of players lining up to take this free kick. Renown Wall hoping that things do not connect for Colombo. Momo Siapo, Rifnaz. That was just a poor choice by the Colombo offense. Straight onto the wall of Renown. Dodged without any trouble. Rasik Rishad very happy that the wall stood strong. Arshad taking a little time to recover before he gets back in the game. Colombo living dangerously there. Kavish Fernando had a lot to risk on that play. Ibrahim Jimo appealing for foul, which is granted a tad bit late, but however granted. 2 minutes of added time is indicated by the referees. 2 crucial minutes for either of these teams. Will they have what it takes to go on to the second half of the game, the happier team? Renown granted a free kick from yet another danger zone. Very close encounter between Kavish Fernando. Also, the goal kick taker flips it off the wall. However, straight onto the hands of Kavish Fernando.
Mujib was unsighted for a second. I beg your pardon. Kavish was unsighted for a second. Reason why he spilt it. No harm done. Here's Renown on the attack. It's Mujib. Gets to the ball first. The burst of pace. They are known for a team that presses high up the pitch.
Rifna's showing a bit of wariness there for Colombo. Not really attacking the loose ball. Mohamed Fazal also letting Rifnaz know that weak play such as that could cost them the game. Fazal in control. Well played. And it's Zarwan Johar who moves in for a strike. Bodri Dimitri intercepts but couldn't finish things off for Colombo. And the referee calls that in. The 2 minutes have concluded as we move into half-time. Score stands 0-2-0. Colombo couldn't really up their offensive game. And it's been Renown. It's been showing quite a lot of life. Making sure Colombo does not also score on their end as well. As we move into the first half of the game. Join us once again after this short break. This is the www.thepapare.com's live broadcast of Week 15 of the Dialog Champions League 2018.
රෙඩි ඔලිවරපු යාල්පාණතිල
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිප්පදාස ඇඩ්මොරටුව පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය
කිලක්කු මාහාන
Sugaddas Indoor Stadium
is the Fox Hill Supercross.
කුරුණෑගල සිටි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයට.
ෆයිනල් ෂෝඩවුන් කැන්ඩි ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ක්ලබ්
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට
ඉස්සර කැප්ටන් කරලා.
දන්නවා.
මේ අතුසිංහ ලංකාවට නොට්
දන්නවා.
කෙවින් ඩික්සන් දන්නවා.
දන්නවා. දන්නවා.
ඊයේ රග්බි මැච් එක. එතකොට සුරංග ලක්මල් කියපු දේ දන්නේ නැහැ නේද? ඕකනේ කියන්නේ අපරෙත් ගෙඩිය නම් ඔහොම ස්ටක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
நேரடி ஒளிபரப்பு யாழ்ப்பாணத்திலிருந்து.
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිද්ධාස at මොරටුව
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
கிழக்கு மாகாணம்.
Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium
is the Fox Hill Supercross.
කුරුණෑගල සිරි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නූරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයට.
ෆයිනල් ෂෝඩවුන් කැන්ඩි ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ක්ලබ්
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට. நேரடி ஒளிபரப்பு யாழ்ப்பாணத்திலிருந்து.
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිද්ධාස at මොරටුව
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
கிழக்கு மாகாணம்.
Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium
Is the Fox Hill Supercross.
කුරුණෑගල සිරි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නූරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයට.
ෆයිනල් ෂෝඩවුන් කැන්ඩි ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ක්ලබ්
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට.
ක්‍රීඩා පුවත් සිංහලෙන් www.thepapare.com වෙබ් අඩවියට පිවිසලා සිංහල භාෂාව තෝරා ගන්න. ක්‍රිකට්, රග්බි, පාපන්දු, වොලිබෝල්, මලල ක්‍රීඩා, පැසිපන්දු විතරක් නෙමෙයි. වෙනත් ක්‍රීඩා සහ විශේෂාංග ලිපි උනත් ThePapare සිංහල තුලින්. ඇයි අපේ වීඩියෝ පිටුව ක්‍රීඩාව හා සම්බන්ධ දහසකුත් එකක් වීඩියෝ, සම්මුඛ සාකච්ඡා. ඒ වගේම ඇසිදිසි, රග්බි පිටියේ කතා, ස්පෝර්ට්ස් මසාලා වගේ සතිපතා ජනප්‍රිය විශේෂාංග නරඹන්න. ඔබේ පරිගණකයෙන්, ටැබ් එකෙන්, එහෙමත් නැත්නම් ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකෙන් ලබා ගන්න ඔබට ලේසියෙන්ම පුළුවන්. ThePapare සිංහල ක්‍රීඩා පුවත් ඩිජිටලීකරණය.
රඩි ඔලිබරපු යාල්පානතිල්ල
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිබිතදාස
at මොරටුව
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
කිලක්කු මාහන
Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium
is the Foxhill Supercross.
කුරුණෑගල සිටි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නූරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයේ.
Final showdown Candy Sports Club.
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට
Hello and welcome back once again to Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com, live from the Sugadadasa Stadium in week 15 of the Dialog Champions League 2018. The final match, the final 45 minutes of week 15 coming up against the two rivals, Renown and Colombo FC. The next 45 minutes is huge for Colombo, who are one of the title chasing sides in search of their fourth in 4 years. Two other results today have gone their way. Saunders defeating Navy 2-1 in the early kickoff here at the Sugadadasa Stadium. then defenders getting beaten 5-2 by Upcountry Lions up at the Navalapitiya Jayatilaka Stadium. As it stands, Navy still on top with 30 points. Colombo on 28. It's a Blue Star with that win today against Solid. They are up to second place with 29. But looking at how the first 45 minutes has gone between the two sides, it can only get better. Few chances going Colombo FC's way, especially Bodri Dimitri, with Rasik Rishad coming in between with a couple of good saves. Colombo will start things off in this next 45. From left to right on a screen, Ahmad Shazni, Rami Mohideen, Bodrik Dimitri, skipping past Dimutu Priyadarshana. To the byline, cutting back in. Rishad gets a hand to it. Very good crowd has gathered here at the Sukhatadasa Stadium in hope of a good game between the two rivals. In the last 3-4 years when these two sides have met, it has always been entertaining, but not so much in the first 45 minutes. Real being harassed by Akib.
Fizal tried to keep things in control for Colombo as Momoziapo gets his foot on it. Ball kept moving back and forth up until the referee signaled a free kick in favor of Renown. It's Francis Akbeti who chooses to move the ball up front through the left field. Renown calmly dodging it off the danger zone. Arshad playing his cards right. Sajid pressed the ball backwards, but not really sure what Hakim tried to do. Call in favor of Renown is the throw-in. Both teams having a slight struggle in finding a good, strong tempo. Playing at each other with whatever rhythm that comes towards one another. As Francis Akbeti tried to move things in favor of Renown, but it was the Colombo defense who was quick to nod things off. Futsal to Yapo. Good cross up front. Can be an opener. Rasik Rishad quick on his hands as he secured that ball. Not allowing Colombo a shot at goal. Rifnaz with the ball once again. Zaki making a slight bit of a mistake there for Colombo. Sarwan Johar having a quick word with Coach Rumi. Rasik Rishad seems to have taken a little bit of damage as well. His scarf, I'm not sure if it was strain or cramp. However, take a little bit of time, easing things off for all the players overall. A short break. These breaks definitely allow a bit of recovery time for players of either side to get a little bit freshened up. As it's Renown with the throw-in. Rasik Rishad kicks it on to the right end of the field, but Colombo intercepts just as quick. Bodri Dimitri also moving in from centre front line, more over to the left end. Rifnaz tried to attack. Momosiapo also struggling. Mujib putting up a strong fight against the foreign player. Renown going with the best decision possible. Moving the ball off field, not taking any chances. Ball given in favour of Colombo. Momosiapo to Zaruan Johar. Poorly read by the Colombo offence as Renown moves into a striking phase. Mujib off the right field. Mujib goes for a long crossing. It's Yapo this time who manages to secure the ball. Zaruan coming into the rescue. Rifnaz manages to connect with Fazal. Loses it just as soon as he receives. Fazal once again on the right end. Tries a fancy back footer. It was Arshad, Mohammad Arshad, who dodges it off the danger zone. Corner kick granted in favour of Colombo. Moved in for a solid cross. Easily defended by Rasik Rishad. However, Colombo gets a second shot at this corner. Sarwan Johar trying to face the defense of Renown. This time the cross-in is a little too far ahead as Rasik Rishad gets a palm on it. And this time the corner switches sides. Colombo gets yet another try at a corner. Still in the danger zone, and it was a moment Rifnaz who was out of options as he took a lead foot on that shot. Couldn't connect things for Colombo and put their name up on the charts. Sajid reading his man on the left wing well. Not really sure what Ibrahim Jimo was trying to do there. He had a couple of options, chose to opt for the one that made little to no sense. Real passes it well. What an attempt. That was probably the closest encounter Renown would have gotten at goal. A poor miss. Coach Amanullah will not be happy about that one. That was well cleared off. Could have secured things for Renown. But that poor attempt leads to them failing at goal. Sajid and Arshad trying to create a two-man play. But it's Colombo who's awarded a free kick through that run-in. Renown once again trying to battle things off against two Colombo defensemen. Yet both Charita Ratnaik as well as Raumi Mohideen on his tail. This time it's Fazal on the attacking end. Will he be able to make something of this attempt? Bodri Dimitri going with a shot at goal. Didn't have enough power to outpower the goalkeeper Rasik Rishad. Not really sure if Renown will get any more chances like the one Dilan Madhushankar missed. That was a clear opening for Renown to make their mark, but the shot taken, 2 off by Dilan Madhushankar, off angle, straight off the top post of the goal. Mujib with the free kick, also backed up by Mohammad Arshad. It'll be Mujib who goes in for a cross in. Colombo's defense doing justice by heading it off field, leading to a corner kick by Renown. Choose to go for a low blow. Arshad Sajid rather tried his luck at goal, failed to, as Francis Akbeti moves it upfield for Renown once again. That was a poor flop by Hakim. Momo Siapo not really reading Zarwan Johar's tempo right. Renown need to up their communication as well as synchronity if they want to seal things off this evening and emerge the victors. They've been given enough and more chances to seal the deal, but unable to do so thus far. Zarwan is been known for distributing the ball well, and he does so to Fasal. He did not have a man to back him up for a cross-in, so he chose to go for goal, but Rasik Rishad was untroubled. But that strike Fasal put up with. Zarwan Johar tries to connect with Hakim, but Francis Akbeti, foreign player known for solid defense, stands true to the name. Momo Siapo on a run in to Bodri Dimitri. Yet another opener for Renown. Taken a little too off angle as Rifnaz passes the ball on to Momoziapo. Looked for a play upfield that ball, but it's the Renown's defense that gets hold of it. Yapo with the ball once again. Connects with Bodri Dimitri. Things aren't really falling in place for Colombo this evening. Renown has been dominating the offensive end from the very start of the second half of this game. Coach Rumi may be playing a tactic, or maybe holding on their best play for last. What a goal scored by Bodri Dimitri. 67th minute of the game. What a beauty is sealing things off for Colombo. They've held back so far. Renown's defense was lining up in front of the goal, but Bodri read the gap right. Renown quickly regrouping. Colombo also called back in the field. Renown knows time is not in their favor this time. Colombo can hold strong. However, to up the league, they do need to score 2 more goals. So Colombo might not really look to run the clock, but rather score a second as well as a third goal. Momoziapo passes it well to Fazal. Zaru and Johar appealing for a foul. Referee does not call it as Sajid starts, Arshad rather, starts moving things in Renown's favour. Agbeti gets a foot on it. Back to Arshad. Pass it upfield to Sajid, who loses possession. Yapo lifts yet another one in for Bodri Dimitri. Rasik Rishad should make sure that he does not drop goals such as that. Sticky fingers is definitely what you need. You do not want to block a shot and then drop the ball up front, especially when you have a very fast-paced player such as Bodri Dimitri on your opposing side. Quick substitution will be made for Colombo. Zaru and Johar will be moving out as Buddhika Pereira will be coming in. Zaruan had a slight bit of a twist on his ankle during the first half of the game. I believe it's taken its toll on him, as he'll be replaced by Buddhika Pereira. Went in for a good shot straight after the pass by Agbeti. Sajid didn't really go with the best option possible for himself as Agbeti tries to turn things around for Renown. Colombo, after the first goal, riding this train with confidence. Substitution will be made for Renown as well. Substitution being made. Mohammad Arshad will be moving out and will be replaced by Maridas Nidarshan. Renown quick on the throw-in, straight onto the face of Bodri Dimitri. That ball goes. Agbeti changing the direction of which Renown leads the offense. Ball moves back for Rasik Rishad. And that is Bodri Dimitri. That was Bodrik Dimitri having a run-in with the Renown defense. The referee looked to his pockets, but that was a fair tackle, I believe. The yellow card is still in his hands and it's lifted up. It's Dimuthu Priyadarshan who gets the yellow card. I'm sorry, it wasn't Dimuthu Priyadarshan but Jude Suman who gets the yellow card. Rifna's having a quick word with Yapo. And the free kick straight on to goal. Rasik Rishad having a clash with one of his own teammates, Hakim. Both players came down, one holding onto his chest and the other holding onto his face. Rasik Rishad seems to have taken more of the toll there as he still remains on the ground. Betty opted for a long pass. Ball keeps moving in possession from Colombo to Renown. However, Colombo seems to be making a mark as Rifnaz did go for a goal scoring attempt. Betty getting the best of it, however. This time it's Sajid who passes it on to Maridas Nidarshan. Nidarshan came into the game just a couple of minutes ago, showed quite a bit of life in the last run-in for Renown. Here's Rifnaz. If intercepted by Nidarshan, would have been called offside. Fazal once again with the ball, connected with Nidarshan. Sajid. Momo Siapo with the ball. This will be a goal kick awarded for Colombo. Kavish Fernando drawing back. Seems to be going for a long ball, and so he does. Bodrik Dimitri intercepting it well. Was challenged by Francis Agbeti. Made a slight appeal. But it's Renown once again on the attack. Here's Agbeti reading his men right. Real to Ibrahim Jimo. Jimo not really making the wisest of decisions. It's now desperation that's acting out on the field. Colombo's leading. Renown well aware of this fact. Real with the throw in. Here's an opener for Colombo. Budiga Pereira not really quick on his feet. He didn't seem to have the stamina to make that run in and connect things for Colombo for their second goal. Not having Zarwan Johar in play could be quite a terrible loss for Colombo. If Zarwan was the man to intercept, he could have taken one of his strong lead-footed goal-scoring chances there. Moves up for two Rifnas. Players continuously seeking support. This is probably the third strike Rifnas had at goal. He's not really making sure Colombo nails a goal. Play down on the field, but referee gives advantage. Colombo tried to go for goal once again, but Akib poorly finishing that one. Here's Renown looking to turn the tables. Ibrahim Jimo went for goal, but straight onto the hands of Kavish Fernando. A little too high or to the left. Could have put Renown's name up on the charts. Not really the usual game shown by either of these teams this evening. A bit of lethargic play. We can't really complain because leagues such as this, you're continuously pressed with matches. You don't get enough recovery time, which leads to overall physical injury. Moving in on to the 15th week. Definitely bit of both physical and mental pressure for players of either of these teams. Here's Renown on another attacking phase. Dilip Pires and Ibrahim Jimo tried to create a dual play that could have turned things around for Renown, but denied completely by the Colombo defense there. Renown keep showing signs of life here on the offensive end for their side. Will they have what it takes to finish things off at least this time around? Real quick on his possession as he flicks the ball for Hakim. Ball keeps moving from the left end to the right end of the field. Solid cross in opener, and here's the goal for Renown. Dropped in by ThePapare. What a beauty that was. Possibly the worst mistake Kavish Fernando made this evening. He continued to drop one ball after the other instead of holding strong. And this was a mistake that cost them, as ThePapare finished things off for Renown, tying the game. With under 13 minutes left in this game, Renown made sure they made a mark as well. It's Colombo who quickly starts things off once again. Momosiapo with the ball. Opts for a cross in, very deep ahead. Straight into the hands of Rasik Rishad. Yapo has been such an excellent player from centre midfield, making sure Colombo was staying steady on their defensive phase as well as leading the offensive end. Here's Colombo looking for yet another chance that is completely deflected by the Renown's defense. Referee signals out 4 minutes of added time. Renown with a quick throw in. Quickly overpowered by Colombo. Renown keep making crosses without players to intercept them. You cannot lose the ball that easy up against a team such as Colombo. You have to connect, make sure you seal the deal. Modric Dimitri tried a bit of fancy footwork, but it's Francis Agbeti who kicks it off field. Modric Dimitri trying to be a little physical with Rasik Rishad. Modric Dimitri taking his time in making a decision. What a deflection by the Renown defense. The goalie was not anticipating that one. Hakim yet again saving another for Renown. Whenever the goalie seemed to be outmatched, or whenever he missteps, it's Hakim that came to the rescue for Renown throughout the game. And so he does once again, heading that one off as he comes down, taking one for the team. Corner for Colombo, look lively. But it's Renown's defense holding strong as a rock on that play as well. But that deflection did cause Colombo to get a second shot at a corner. Couple of players moved up to make sure the ball would be denied midway. That was a big time poor crossing by Colombo. Bodrik Dimitri not on target, but way off target this time on the second corner kick, as Akbeti lines up for a kick in which is received by Colombo. And there's the match. Referee calls it. We move into full time with that blow off the whistle. Match ends with a draw. What an incredible game it has been. Colombo had to score 3 goals in this match to top up the lead. However, they had to stay true with just a single goal this evening, as Renown's defense put up strong, solid balls up against them and also conceded to score a goal of their own. That is the game for you, ladies and gentlemen, closing the evening. This is the live broadcast of the Dialog Champions League 2018, brought to you exclusively by the www.thepapare.com. I'm Dinit Senaratne signing off alongside Navod Vijay Vikrama and Irshad Hasimdeen.